What's up, your boy? For another reaction. In today's video, we have streaming is pay to win now by Omeezy. He talking about niggas paying for clippers. Yep, these niggas. That's why these niggas you never heard of just popping out of nowhere.
Some of my videos and said to yourself, who are these content creators that Omar talks about? I know that I'm unemployed, but damn, this seems very much like some otherworldly stuff. Or have you ever been scrolling social media and started consuming clips of people that you never even chose to be a part of your algorithm?
Yep.
Subscribe to, etc., etc. Well, after a shocking revelation that streamer Neon spends $1.4 million on clipping services, I'm here to tell you that everything that you know about streaming, about content creation, about what you see on your For You page and in these algorithms has been handpicked and manufactured and force-fed to you, and it's not by choice. Streamers are paying clippers and viewbotters millions, and I do mean millions of dollars a month, in order to make themselves look bigger than they actually are. It's gotten so bad that the manager of one of the biggest agencies in the industry basically said, if you aren't participating in this clip culture and this viewbotting culture, then you're most likely doing it wrong and you're gonna lose in the long run. But this right here isn't just some streaming controversy. This whole economy is built off.
Yeah, what a viewbot plugs at? Like, shit, I need a YouTube viewbot gangster. Like, what y'all niggas viewbotting at?
This fake
Like, what website y'all using?
Momentum. In the past, streaming used to be about who could be the most entertaining, but now it's about who can look the most unavoidable. There's one pitfall that streamers aren't talking about, and we need to unpack. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long, long way for the channel. I don't have view bots. You guys are my view bots in a sense, so please make sure that the bots are here. Click subscribe. Now, back into the video.
Twitch before the clipping era. Miss that.
Okay.
This room streaming, that room streaming.
Before clips, bro, it was just LSF live streams fails. Like, literally.
Bro, that clip culture, bro. Can't speak their mind no more because they know they're gonna get clipped out of context. It's not even like clips out of context no more. Gang, there's nothing like now. That is what the general public will think about you, gang. That's how powerful the clips got too much power, gang. The whole world could believe something because of a clip page, bro.
I'm like personally now really curious. How did you cultivate your community of clippers?
So it all started, I was averaging a few hundred viewers. I started at like a very low pay per 100K. So the way it goes is they get paid based off of how good they do. So I started at like $5 per 100K, which is $50 per million views. It was really slow, just getting people to come. This is before when clippers like weren't even a thing, like no one was paying clippers. And I just kept slowly building it up throughout the years, upping the price. My recent payout was at $1 million for the month. So we're still trying to get that done.
See, back in the ye olden days, streamers used to win the game by being entertaining on live. You press start streaming on your OBS or your phone, you do something that's entertaining, and over time you build a community that's based off of enjoying you, your content, the vibes that you bring, the community that you build, those types of things. You see, the stream itself was the product. The live audience mattered the most, and the community was built in real time. If people felt like they wanted to repurpose your content, you could bet your bottom dollar that it was because you were actually enjoyable and not somebody who was just pay to play. But now in an attempt to skip the line, capture that lightning in a bottle, and manufacture some magic, the entire industry has changed. The product in and of itself has changed. Nowadays, the live stream is no longer the product. In a tweet that I saw while doing research for this video, it really put it into perspective. Somebody like Clavicular streams to 16,000 people on average, but the clip live viewership is astronomically different.
Yeah, that nigga way bigger on TikTok. Like his clips.
Same with somebody.
His clips viewership versus real viewership.
Like Nick Fuentes. Same with somebody.
Can that nigga Nick Fuentes get 600K clip views?
Like Hassan Piker. There's a balance that is no longer there, and the clips have become the main product as opposed to the stream. You don't need to be creative over long hours.
Yeah, you don't even need to watch a stream no more, like for real.
Of time anymore, especially if you can create a 10-second moment that can travel the span of the world. Think about all these people that we talk about on this channel and ask yourself, have you ever really watched a stream? Hell, have you ever even watched a video? Most likely you've consumed a clip via some sort of short form platform. We're talking about the crash outs, the fights, a disrespectful moment, a shocking stunt, a messy accusation. All of these things are the clips traveling faster than the long form can keep up. And to be quite honest with you, it's what most people are into today.
I watch a lot of, because I don't got the Instagram.
You be watching streams?
I be watching like 1-2 streams, but like clips though.
Okay.
So like I'll be on the shorts and I'll be scrolling through and I'll be seeing all
that is how most people consume shit nowadays, I'll be honest. Who's your favorite streamer?
I kind of like neon shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprisingly sneaky pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been going through his own. He's been having his little redemption arc.
And this is how clip culture has changed the incentives. A streamer could have some sort of midstream, but if the clip goes viral, then that's going to become the story. They can be boring for a long period of time, but if they make one chaotic moment, that becomes the marketing for their brand and their image. The audience will never see the full stream. Trust me, I don't watch full streams of these people that I even talk about, and we at the Unemployed News Network get paid to do it. We see the version that gets clipped, captioned, reposted, and argued over. Streamers have realized that you no longer have to be enjoyable for long extended periods of time. You just need exportable moments that people can hit the share button on their favorite platform and send it off to their friends with. And once you understand how to become popular, everybody's going to start doing it. Therefore, they no longer strive to do bigger, better, greater content, upgrade equipment, find better guests, etc., etc. They just know that they can pay to win. Clips no longer become this organic moment of, hey, I thought this streamer was funny or that streamer was funny. They become an operation.
So
Speaking of streamers, man, this nigga Speed just landed in a new country on a private jet, bro. Off a private jet. This nigga crazy, bro.
crazy about this, and this is the nuttiest thing about this video. Like, it's just not an exaggeration that content creation isn't about being interesting or engaging anymore. Like the previous type of content creation where you had to have a personality. and I'm not saying that some of these creators don't have these personalities. It's subjective, right? Like what is good content and what isn't is a very subjective thing. But I will tell you, I guess subjectively, in my opinion, that a lot of the people on this list are boring as hell. And you might agree with that, or they're just outright just not kind of skeezy type of people, right? Like some of them are great, but like some of them are legitimately just boring as hell. Doesn't matter. You have 70,000 clips. You go anywhere you want. It's just not going to make a difference what your content is.
You see, a normal creator might have a few fans clipping funny parts from the stream, but someone with money behind them and a whole team can be clipping anything and everything in real time, no matter if it's funny, entertaining, it's insightful or whatever. You got one person clipping the argument, one person posts the shocking line, one person makes a TikTok version with the little memes and the sounds, another person makes a Twitter one, another person makes an out of context one, and all in all, you've got 5 clips, 6 clips from one moment that it wasn't even entertaining in the first place, but now it's traveled faster than anybody could even blink. Somebody like Neon is a perfect example of this. His content just doesn't live on Kick, and if you go look at his YouTube viewership, it's kind of unimpressive. No shade, no disrespect. But the reason why
Look at the YouTube views, game, compared to his
Kick, and if
fucking
you go look at his
TikTok views. This ain't that bad. 87K. Like, damn, 12K, 19K. Like, niggas not really watching Neon. I don't watch Neon. Neon corny to me, but Neon used to be funny a little bit when he was edgy. It was a wild ass kid.
YouTube viewership, it's kind of unimpressive. No shade, no disrespect. But the reason why he's so famous is because he floods the internet when the stream ends. His content is all over TikTok, Twitter, these random clip farms, YouTube shorts, anywhere and everywhere that you can consume some content, you will see Neon's face.
How much you pay per day?
How much are clips?
I'll pay it.
You'll pay it.
Yeah, how much is that?
Like 20, 30, 40K, depending on the stream.
For a stream?
It just depends on how good the stream does. It's based off performance, brother.
No, I don't believe it.
No.
I'll show you proof.
$20,000 for clips?
But how do he do that though? Like, I know he's paying with his own money, but he have somebody that gives out the payment? Like, how do he do that? You know what I'm saying?
If it's a big stream, sometimes it's like 5, 10. I wouldn't lie, bro. I have proof.
When was the biggest stream?
I did a stream with an NBA guy's name is Jello. We paid out, it was like 100K for a day. They got
His song got.
his song, he got a record deal. He signed a $10 million record deal because of the stream.
And when a creator is everywhere, people just start to...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Neon did blow up Jello with that song. He previewed that song on Neon stream first, right? That I forgot how the shit sound now.
assume that they're important, they have relevance, they have fame, that they are culture. Not because they watch the streams, but because they can't escape the clips. Even if you hit that little not interested button or don't show this anymore, you still find yourself...
When I swerve in that corner, whoa, Oh yeah.
Consuming, that person's content. And this right here starts this new arms race streaming era type situation. The streamer who is not the most entertaining, not as the best community, not as the best content, but the one that has the biggest clip operation, the one that pays the most for distribution, those are the ones that are winning and those are the ones that are succeeding. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a couple things that even these streamers aren't understanding about propping themselves up in this fashion. In the extended version of that Devin Nash video, which I suggest people go take a look at, where he talks about these clipping discords, there isn't anything about how these views need to be made. And what I mean by that is on the agreement between streamer or content creator, podcast, whoever, and clipper, there isn't some sort of clause most of the time about, hey, this needs to pay me in a good light, hey, this needs to be a positive message, or hey, this needs to include all the context. The name of the game is just go viral. So with that being said, context becomes optional at that point. The goal isn't to tell the full story. The goal is to get the biggest, strongest reaction so you can share it out, like it, bookmark it, whatever the case may be. These clips don't care what happened before or what happened after. They don't care about if the caption is fair or even if it's accurate. They just care about the views at the end of the day so they can get their 75 cents per 1,000 views. But see, this is where things become dangerous, and this is where streamers themselves can find themselves even being hurt by the business that they've enabled to grow to this massive level. Once the lies are being told, it's hard to get in front of it with any sort of truth. And this is where streamers go wrong. Jason the Ween even recently ran into an issue with clip page kick champs because of this exact same situation where he had to even threaten to sue because of the lies being told.
I bet, nah. Directly involved. Okay, bet. I bet.
Yeah, y'all niggas bluff. So many niggas that said they gonna sue Kick Champ, Lacey, Aiden, him. Like niggas that said they gonna sue Kick Champ, and y'all still ain't do it.
I bet. Nah. I'm saving this shit.
Yeah, niggas just trying to look cool for a clip. Niggas just clip farming.
Hey, matter of fact, bro, I'm about to hit Pokey up, bro. We're gonna double sue your bitch ass. Hit you with a double lawsuit, motherfucker.
That was Jason the Ween reacting to his alleged involvement and ultimately decision to be listed as a suspect in the David case. Pretty sure everybody knows about the David case. Very horrendous situation. But what people don't know is that Jason the Ween wasn't involved. You have a clip page looking for engagement, and that matters more than any sort of accuracy. And once they post it, another page reposts it, a reaction channel covers it, audience start to believe it, and then over time you'll sit in some sort of conversation with somebody believing that Jason the Ween was the one who tied that young lady up or put her in a trunk. At one point in time, a fan making a clip of their favorite streamer and sending it off to their friend was just a thing to say, hey, I find this to be very funny. What do you guys think about this situation? Or you...
Nah, cause Jason the Ween did tie her up and put her in the trunk. No, I'm joking.
You have an opinion on this topic, but now it's become this potential reputation damage or engagement type situation. And that's where we need to have these honest conversations. That's not the only problem though. This is a pay to win operation now. Streamers are dumping millions of dollars, I'm serious, in a year span to get their clips out there. It's getting so bad that Forbes is even highlighting it in their articles and their business sections about how lucrative an industry that clipping is. There's even been reports of Neon's clippers living in Hollywood Hills because they're getting paid so much. You need the people clipping.
What the fuck, for real?
You need the people captioning. You need the people posting and managing these different accounts. So now as a creator, it's not about who is the best. And I don't think that there's any longevity in any of this, but it's about who can pay the clippers, who can pay the reposters, who can pay the pages. The problem with pay to win though is that when you stop paying, you stop winning. That 1.4 million that streamer Neon claimed that he had paid out was over a 5-week span for some streams that he had set up. And while I do think that there were some sort of great benefits in the short term for this, how sustainable is paying 1.4 million every 5 weeks over the course of the year? If my math is correct, that's almost $15 million over the course of the year to have your name put out there. That's the marketing budget for some of these artists' album rollouts. Like, this is actually getting insane. Creators are no longer competing for one another's eyeballs and attention. They're competing versus actual marketing agencies and actual marketing budgets.
I don't care if this is a joke or not. You pay pages, Kick pays pages because nobody actually watches the site, and that's the truth. I don't care what anyone says.
And you got view bots. Nobody watches you.
I like Twitch, even though
I guess you be having 25K viewers while you react to clips on Twitter.
They hoe me a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. They ban me for stupid shit. Even though I think the revenue split is complete stupidness. Even though the ad money keeps going down. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody goes to Kick unless they're being paid. And what I mean to that is the streamers. Let's talk about the streamers. XQC, Aiden Ross, all these guys, you had to pay to come to your site because nobody actually believes in the site. And that is the fucking truth. I don't care what anyone says. Nobody believes in the site. You have to pay people to come to this site. And when I talk about pay people, I'm not just talking about people. I'm talking about everything. You have to pay people to stream here. Aiden Ross, you couldn't even afford. So I don't know why, I don't know how rich this Eddie guy is, right? He's a billionaire, whatever the fuck. Obviously not rich enough to keep Aiden. These guys aren't your friends, right? They use you as money. So everyone uses that money.
A streamer or content creator building organically is trying to earn said attention. But a streamer with a paid clip machine is buying this attention. These are two different things. But Kick knows that they can probably outpace a lot of the content creators and streamers that, try to earn attention earnestly. I do think that's a bad idea and a bad concept, because then you create this false sense of fame or notoriety in these people's heads. And they think that, hey, if there's a way to jump the line, I'm going to take it. Which leads me into the next portion of this manufactured concept, is that viewbotting is also at an all-time high and is also at an all-time out-of-handedness. The thing that people are understanding is that there may be something to looking like you are popular in real time. Sure, I've seen all these clips circle around the internet. When somebody goes to click on my streams, if I only have 200 people watching me live or about 3,000 views on a YouTube video, it's not going to hit the same. This is where the viewbotting issue comes into play. Be honest with me in the comment section. If you saw somebody with 500 live viewers, what would you think? They're probably new, up and coming. They've got a good following, but they're not quite there yet. Now, what if you came back 2 months later and saw that they had 50,000 live viewers? You're probably more incentivized to click. Both times they're sitting at a desktop reacting to a silly YouTube video, but now they just seem to be more popping.
The only time I've ever viewbotted in my life was on Kick. I did that shit like 3 times. I don't give a fuck if a nigga viewbotting or not. But a lot of times, a lot of niggas be flexing achievements on their stream and shit, and it really don't be real. A nigga will have 12,000 viewers and 800 active chatters. I'm low-key glad that Twitch is kind of cracking down on the view bots. But sometimes, nigga, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's how I was raised. I'm looking at niggas that's on Kick. These niggas it's a Spanish nigga right now. You type on kick.com. He's playing GTRP with 300,000 people watching him. He has more viewers than Cassinet. You really, and I'm not saying my Spanish niggas community ain't strong, but you really think 300,000 niggas is watching one Spanish nigga play GTRP as a judge? This nigga's not speaking English.
Viewbotters aren't just fake viewers, they're fake importance. It tells people that this person matters, this person is a moment, everyone else is watching, so you should be watching too. And this is why that streamer manager Reed Dusher's comments that I highlighted earlier in the video matter. When someone at that caliber says that creators who aren't doing this viewbotting, that aren't doing these clipping pages is at a disadvantage, then the cheating no longer becomes cheating, it becomes a strategy. And that's where the problem lies. Creators aren't just paying to grow in the different spaces that they occupy. They're paying to look like they've already won at the game. And so now the entire space looks like a bubble. Clips make streamers look unavoidable. Viewbots make them look important beyond recognition. If you don't watch them, then, something is wrong with you. Drama pages make them look relevant. Reaction channels make them look like they're the topic of the day. Sponsors see this attention and assume that there's some actual demand behind this. Platforms see this attention and they think that there's some real influence that's going on behind these people. But the reality is that all of this is built on some sort of illusion. These are fake views, fake clips, fake drama, fake negativity, misleading narratives, artificial moments, and it's all starting to shake at the foundation.
Botting is always a tough subject. It ruins the fun of the whole entire ecosystem. And you're right, there is a lot of people that bot. There's a lot of people that view bot on Kick. There's a lot of people that view bot on YouTube. There's a lot of people that view bot X. There's a lot of people that view bot Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, every social media platform. It's a problem.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, my stream even got hit by bots at some point there. Potentially fight back against these situations. It's hard though. It really is to know, like, okay, is this person utilizing bots themselves or is it somebody else using it? The one thing I can reassure you is as the platform knows who's botting. The platform knows which streamers are botting and how much they're botting. It's very, very, very easy to tell. Like your KPP payments don't go up if you view bot yourself, right? That's not how it works. I don't think there's ever going to be 100% solution to stopping it. I don't think that's possible.
The reason why I think that this is a problem is because we've ultimately seen this before. The music industry is one that is known to be filled with bots, these streaming farms, these houses in which people have their phones set up and they're just scrolling and tapping play on these different songs, etc., etc. But for a lot of those people that we're talking about, they don't see a real level of success or fame that leads to anything tangible. The City Girls are a perfect example of this. JT and Young Miami at one point of time seemed as though they were at the top of the rap game, the next female duo that was going to take over. They got massive online attention, and it seems as though they were the topic of the conversation every single week. But when they went on tour, they couldn't sell out a high school gymnasium. Saweetie is someone who was pushed heavily.
But now they make TikTok songs. You know it's T when you see them two fingers touching. They try to make niggas do dances to these songs and shit.
But ultimately, the audience never fully sticks. Steve Lacy was someone who, just a summer or two ago, we couldn't not hear that song wherever we went. But the problem is that we only knew the TikTok part. This pattern is all...
What is that nigga? That nigga Steve Lacy ain't dropped that album ever since that last album he dropped. That ain't dropped that album in like 4 years. So what the fuck? Where is bro? He hard.
Always the same.
No homo, cause you know he go that way. You know what I'm saying? No homo.
The money creates the visibility. The visibility that creates the illusion of demand. The illusion attracts more money and more money and more money. But when people go back and eventually check the real numbers, or they see if the content and music is actually popping and they see the demand is missing, then ultimately the rug gets pulled from under these people. And the sad part about all of this is that the most honest creators in the space are the ones that get harmed. The one that make the good streams, the one that build their audience slowly, the ones that improve their content, earn the trust, and, you know, try to build some sort of actual community. They're getting drowned out in a system that rewards people for having millions upon millions of clippers and manufacturing some sort of, you know, gain success on these different platforms. It's not that these people are inherently worse than the people that we're talking about. It's the fact that they're not visible because they are not paying to win.
That's what I mean is like, you know, even whether it's jokes or whether it's real from anybody in the world, I think that like streaming nowadays has turned into like this fucking whose dick is bigger competition when it comes to view count. And I think that when everybody...
Why you ain't cut off Bonnie, sinner? Why is Bonnie still living with you? Gangsta.
It talks about botting, it's causing some people to like bot, you know what I mean? And like, here's the thing, like I feel like I'm competitive as a girl streamer. I know I am, you know what I mean? So I don't think in any way that like I'm not, you know, also competitive. But I think when you're competitive enough to the point where you're botting is when you've lost the plot.
We see the honest creator have real fans. The manufactured one has louder numbers. The honest creator has loyalty, but the manufactured one has visibility. The honest creator is waiting for the brands, the sponsorships, the dollars to line up, the opportunity to exist for them. And the one that's manufactured everything is getting everything handed to them at their feet. And at that point, the honest streamer is getting punished because they're not playing the game.
I'm having a meeting with Twitch.
That ass?
You think I'm kidding? Because I'm over it.
Holy shit. Wait, is it the Twitch Connect shit?
No, look, I sent him a whole thing. Look, let me mute my mic. But look who was doing it, because I knew, don't even say names, he, she, but I knew that person was doing it. And then, like, look, I checked that person, and it was 100% right.
Damn.
100%. And I said, like, oh, I want a meeting Thursday, 11:30.
And who is that? Is that your rep? Or is
that? But I'm doing a meeting with a lot of people.
What's ultimately going to happen, though, is that streamers and content creators are going to get their cards checked. They're going to be tasked with providing real engagement numbers and, you know, putting their cards out on the table to prove to brands and sponsorships and all these other people the opportunity that they can really convert these things. But the problem is that in order to get to that path, some people that have true and genuine connections are also going to be burned by these bigger sponsorship deals, by community as a whole. And, you know, that's going to make just the entire landscape of things look worse than it actually is. And this is where the bubble actually pops. It's funny to me because streaming used to be so anti-industry. The whole gimmick was that it was live, it was raw, it was unfiltered, it was real. But now it's copying the worst parts of all of the industries that we've hated over the past couple of years, whether it be music, whether it be movies, whether it be television shows. It's all fake. It's all driven by some sort of machine. It's all pay to win. And if you don't pay, then you won't win. I know that there's not a long game for some of these content creators and streamers, but once you become hooked to this machine, it's very, very, very hard to get off. And ultimately, you'll just be continuously paying to win, paying to win, paying to win, paying to win until you're trying to make up and you're chasing losses. If something doesn't change quick, I do think that this could be the entire death of the streaming industry, because this right now is not sustainable.
Well, make sure like, comment, subscribe, and about deuces. How y'all feel about Clippers? Some of them Clippers is terrorists, my nigga. Like, y'all gotta chill with them fake clips and them out of context clips.